I don't really know. How did he get in here?
Whoa.
Oh my god, I made sure all the cats were out. Alphonse just fucking... I did
You
the call of his
summoned him.
people. Yeah, I summoned. I just fucking... Oh my god! That was a spell I cast.
Buddy, come here.
Dude, how did you get in here? Well, he's in here twice.
Come here. Say hello.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's not in shot from right there, I don't think.
Yeah, he is.
He is.
Oh, he is?
Mm-hmm.
You wanna sit?
Well, if you can sit still, you can be in the
You sit
episode.
with me the whole time?
He's like, it's like he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't ever come in here. Oh man, he's like, he saw this, and he went like, oh.
That's you, buddy.
Oh man.
You were looking real wide.
All
that
right,
day.
so this is one of those episodes where like I have like nothing planned, and we didn't talk at all before.
No,
we
you
got
just
set up
started-
real fast and just started. So like. Guys, this may be one of those episodes where we just like talk about our day and then end the podcast. And that by he's sitting.
Yeah, good boy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he likes me now.
He's being such a good boy.
Yeah, good job, son.
Wow.
Don't
We went
look at his nipples,
to.
though.
I feel really good today because we went to. You don't cover his nipples.
They're not covered.
he wants to show them
He's
off.
got an anxious belly.
Yeah, for some reason he has anxious belly, and so he doesn't grow a lot of like
Hair.
fur on his nipples for some reason. So like,
Just don't
my
look.
guy, my guy's got his nipples out. So I feel really good today because we went to Three Rivers,
We
which
did.
is a little town outside of where we live. We live in Visalia, a little ways into the mountains on the way to the Sequoias.
Yes.
Is this little place called Three Rivers, and it's just this nice little town that has like real small, and it has like these restaurants, and there's like a river that runs through it. There's
There's 3 rivers.
3 of them actually, just in case you didn't know.
All right. I'm sorry, buddy.
Buddy, you were being good, but then you decided to lick your whole ass, so now you gotta go.
Take
Damn.
advantage of it.
If I can't lick my ass on the podcast, you can't lick
Yeah.
yours. All right.
It's sacred.
That's why Craig isn't on camera, actually,
Yeah, it's exactly why.
so he can lick his ass in the middle
Yeah,
of the
the
podcast.
first couple of podcasts I did. Yeah, we did try me on camera, but
Yeah.
I just couldn't help.
You're like,
myself.
Jacob, I can't be on the podcast unless I can lick my
Yeah.
ass. Like, it's not gonna
These are
work
my
out.
terms and
It's
conditions.
an
Yeah.
agreement, yeah.
No, but we went to Three Rivers. We went to a nice little restaurant. We had
Yeah.
a sandwich. It was really
We
good.
sat by a river.
Yeah, it was so nice. It was just so I just woke up and I was like, I want to go to Three Rivers today. And we just got in the car and we went, and we had a really good day. And yesterday kind of sucked,
It did.
but today was really good. And so like we're just having a real chill podcast. And normally I'm real hyper during these podcast episodes. So if you guys are like, dang, I really like chill, calm Jacob, who isn't over the top every 3 fucking seconds, then just let me know, because then I'll make sure to just
Go to 3
take
rivers.
a Xanax every day. Oh yeah, go to Three Rivers. I'm not implying that I took a Xanax
You
today,
didn't take a Xanax today.
but going to Three Rivers made me feel like I took a
Want to
Xanax.
talk about the mail issue?
The mail issue? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, so like our mail didn't come the other day, not for the PO box, our personal mail.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's weird.
And,
Somebody
like-
in Visalia has a master key to every mailbox.
You're giving out wrong information.
go.
No, I'm not.
You're
That's
gonna
what the
scare the
lady
people.
said. Okay,
No,
we
it
just
is
cut
not.
because Spencer just doxed us.
Yes.
So
The lady specifically said our street name.
so it's just our street thing.
Yes.
But then why'd she say it was all over town?
Because our street isn't just one street, not just our street. She
What do you
means,
mean?
because you know how there's like
There's
north, south.
Like, then there's like Mooney, and then Mooney cuts. So like Mooney
Oh,
goes
yeah,
through
yeah.
the whole town.
This,
what does
this
that mean?
street goes all the way down our town.
Oh, you mean Demery?
No, I mean our street, the name of our street.
Yeah.
There are multiple streets that are our street. You know that, right?
So somebody has the key to all of the locks on that street?
On that street.
Why did they put it as one lock for one street that goes across multiple parts of the city?
I don't know. I'm not a mail person.
That sounds more complicated.
Yeah.
The way she explained it sounded like somebody has a key to like every
that
mailbox
would
in
be
the
an
town.
incredible issue if someone had a
That's
key
what
to-
she was making it sound like. She was like, "Yeah, it's a really big problem. Like the whole town is having an issue
Craig,
with this."
You heard anything about your mail?
No, but my mail before Christmas, we didn't have to get our mail for like 2-3 months. We had to go to our like post office because the whole box was like compromised for something.
Okay. Well, She was talking real fast, and the
Yeah.
way that I heard it, but I'm also very dumb and have
Yes.
no comprehension. Wow, thanks.
You're welcome.
But
If you're in a situation where you're mildly uncomfortable, you will not listen.
that's
and
not what. That's not true.
Yes, it is.
I know.
Yes, like
I
if
wasn't
you-
uncomfortable.
If you go to the doctor, they'll ask you a question, and you'll be like, "Give me a moment."
It's because I overthink it.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, "Have you had any injuries in the past year?" And I'm like, "What?
When
What
was
is
the
an
year?"
injury?" Like my brain will like jump 5 steps and be like, first of all, what year is it? And then what is an injury?
Yeah.
And then I'll think of every single day and be like, and
Well,
I'm just supposed to say no.
She said that it'd be an issue for a week or two, and then they're gonna fix our mailbox. So I feel like it would be, hey, you might not have a mailbox for like a few months if every mailbox in our town was compromised.
All right. Well, yeah. Our mailbox got fucked. But we didn't get anything stolen. They just didn't
No.
deliver it to our mailbox. So
Yeah.
we got our mail still.
We would have never known.
To be honest, I will say that the post office is incredibly on it. I don't know how they know, but they knew like the day it happened,
Yeah.
like within hours. They'll like
That's
the mail's not
crazy.
happening today. They sent emails out because you can sign up
Yeah.
to your mail, and they'll tell you. They don't even tell you what's in it. You get like what you're gonna get today, like lace kits,
good
photocopies
on the
of what everything.
good
in
on the
Mm-hmm.
people who do the
it.
mail.
So we knew almost immediately.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
The only reason we knew is because I bought like a little necklace, and it was like
Yeah.
it was supposed to deliver on Friday, and it didn't come, and it was like held at post office by customer's request, and I was like, did not request this. Why did it go to the post office? And then we went to one post office, and they're like, yeah, no, we don't have it. Go to the other post office, and then they explained that the mailbox was compromised.
Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, that was a fun time. But we got nice coffee this morning, and you got like
Yeah.
a weird energy drink.
Oh my God. There's this place in town that I haven't been to in a while that does coffee and drinks and stuff. And they have a drink that has cotton candy and Red Bull and club soda in it. And it's so good because it's kind of watered down.
Like a cotton candy flavor.
Yeah. So just it tastes like cotton candy Red Bull, but
Mm-hmm.
it's got club soda in it, so like it gives some of the flavor, like the ability to
Mm-hmm. I took a
like
tiny
breathe a
sip.
little
It was
bit.
pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. So that was nice too. And
Except you asked if they had oat milk for me, and they said no. We have no alternative.
yeah, what is that? What is that supposed to mean?
What? The fucking mailman just drove by.
What?
The mailman.
Maybe they figured it out.
To be honest, they may have.
Maybe they're just on it.
They're on it.
They're just on it today.
Because the mail delivered on Saturday. That's why I'm like, are you sure that our mailbox is broken?
You are so attentive to the mail. It's crazy.
Sometimes it does.
I love the mail.
Yeah. Sometimes there's people that are like not in mail uniform, but they're in the mail trucks and they're doing like later shifts. Like I saw
Yeah.
them Sunday.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Pretty great. I've also seen USPS delivered to people's doors.
They do.
So maybe they're
yes.
not just going to the mailbox.
Well, sometimes there have been a few times where our stuff won't fit in the mailbox, and then they have the bigger ones on the bottom that they put the the extra key in, and then it won't fit in there, so they'll come and drop it off.
Well,
Also,
you
I
know,
didn't know that you could get your meds. The actual United States Postal Service will deliver prescriptions depending on what you go.
That's really cool.
They might just be delivering just prescriptions today.
wow, that's really cool.
Yeah,
that.
it's terribly sad that they're incredibly underfunded when they do
Yes.
so much
I
work.
seriously. Oh my God. Yeah, definitely. My God. Well, and that's all we really did today. We also got in the mail. This is the mail
The
episode.
mail time.
Yeah, the Stardew Valley board game came
We did
in. Finally.
I ordered it November 3rd, and it came today, and I
Yeah.
was so excited.
Yeah.
It was
So
a little spooky because it was lost for like a week, and it was like, I'm in Sacramento, and then
Yeah.
it said that it left Sacramento on Thursday, and then didn't update until this morning. I
Yeah.
was like, where's my box? Please.
and also Beetle and Grimm's freaking sent us the Wild Beyond the Witchlight a platinum box. Oh my God,
It's
dude.
beautiful.
Oh my God. It I'm probably gonna do a video with them soon, but it came with fucking fairy wings. Like you
Aw.
can put them on. Yeah, like wings. It's insane. It also came with
fun.
like I can't tell if it's something for the game. I don't know if it's a
It
wand
looks like a unicorn.
or it's a unicorn horn. But I held it and was like, I'm not gonna get over it.
Oh,
So
yeah. Are you supposed to wear it?
I don't.
No,
I don't
think
know.
it's gonna be like an item in the game.
I think it's an item. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's like
also
an
came
item
with
in the
like
game.
a little plushie of like a dragon fairy knight.
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, and like all the minis, which is really
The
not
big-
all
yeah,
of them, but
like
a good
the-
amount of minis, which is really cool. So like,
That's
and the box is almost bigger than the Icewind Dale one. Like it's like this big. It's huge, and it's felt. Like it feels really nice
wow.
around the outside. Yeah. So they really outdid themselves with this new one. I'm really excited. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I think that concludes the mail segment.
The mail segment, we were just talking about mail. That I was mostly just talking about what happened today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of those things that happened today.
Those are things that did indeed happen today. It's pretty cool. Man, it felt so good to play Icewind Dale in Evenfall last week. Man, it was so fun. It's great. Even though Icewind Dale is kind of a goofy game where you just kind of did a lot of role play and just gave you guys quests mostly throughout the whole thing. I hope it was fun.
I liked it.
Oh, I told Mia when I got home, I got onto YouTube to watch something, and it showed up because I followed the channel, and I was like, "Is it almost 5 hours long? Is it 5? Is it 5:30? Like
It was a
I
long
was like,
game.
I didn't even feel that.
Yeah.
That didn't feel like 5 hours. It was just a blur. It was
Yeah.
so much fun.
That's so cool.
It was a goddamn blast.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, I was worried I was having too much fun. Like, I was like, oh fuck, am I goofing off too much? Do I need to like
No.
chill out and like?
No, I think because we're all into it, so it's fine. I was worried I was giving you guys too many quests, but I think it works out in the favor of the game because that's actually not the original way the book is supposed to be run.
No.
So for those of you who aren't watching, we're running Icewind Dale Around the Frostmaiden on Arcane Arcade, and we're like 15 games in. And I'm running the, there's a little bit of like, there's this guy who makes these packs for all of the pre-written campaigns called the Ventier games, and they kind of do like a guide about how to run it. And I like them. I think they do a really good job. I don't follow them to a T. I think that they just provide some pretty good advice for like leveling certain things and if you think an encounter is too strong, how to dial it down. But one thing they did with Descent into Avernus, which I ran for my patrons, was they kind of turned it into a open world sort of sandbox segment that forced your players to kind of go around Avernus and like explore. And when I was reading Icewind Dale, I was noticing it was similar to that of Descent into Avernus, where there was just like all these locations you guys could go to, but never any reason to go to them. They give you like random quests to go to them, but there's never a real like there's a location called Karkalok that it's like a goblin encampment, and it's just like, oh well, if you go there and kill the goblins, we'll like pay you money or something like that.
There's
So
always some fucking goblin encampment.
Yeah.
That thing's in fucking Cholt too.
Yeah.
Some random ass goblin encampment
They're
for no reason.
They're menaces. They just are everywhere. But regardless, there's also other locations I don't want to tell you about because we're going to go to them. But Aventier Games did a thing where they were able to take sort of the main quest and make it so that you have to go to those other locations. So normally in the book, and spoilers if you're playing Icewind Dale, the Professor Orb and Nas Lantimer's body is on Grimskull. So, and Velen knows where the entrance to Ithrin is. So she just says, go get the Professor Orb and the Codicil of White and deal with Auril if you want, and then come back. So that's the only place you go to. You can come back and then you can go to Ithrin. And I was like, well, that's really anticlimactic and like, oh, cool. That the game's over in like 10 games then, basically. Yeah. So what their thing did was like, Velen instead goes, I don't know where to like learn more about this, but it may be important for you to like go around and like find out where these places are. And so that's why she's like, go to this location, go to this location, go to this location, which in turn has created this new sort of drama within the party where like Velen is coming off as like lazy and not putting in any work, which is where like immolation was coming from. And I was like, fuck, that's totally true. So I think the compromise in the scenario so far has been to have Velen go to Revel's End.
Yeah.
And it's like, that should be fine. because I'm not trying to like be like, oh, you guys should definitely trust Velen because you guys can do whatever you want. But I don't want Velen to come off as like villainous because she's not supposed to. And I think in the original adventure she doesn't. But in this new version where she's just like, hey, here's 80 locations, go do that for me.
No, yeah. If anything, at least from my point of view, I can't speak for everyone. I don't even know if I would say villainous. Because to be honest, I would say, like, she's villainous in the same way the party is villainous.
Sure.
Like, we're all just kind of, I don't know, nonchalantly hanging out.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, I don't... yeah, the thing is, I don't want her to become villainous, you know?
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
I want her to stay neutral, because she's, she's obviously not, like, a good person.
Yeah.
But, I don't want her to become somebody that opposes you guys, you know?
Yeah. And I don't necessarily feel like we got too many quests. If anything, we just had one quest and several different, like, choices on where we could go to further that quest, which is really cool.
It does end up making it really complicated though, because normally it's just go to A and then come back to B, and now it's like, well, you have A and B, and then A has 1, 2, and 3, and then B also has 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. So like you have like 6 different places you can go. So it's fun because you guys will go to different places and seek out other things, like the guy who got burned at the stake at East Haven. It's like, what happens? And it's like, in the normal game, it's up to you to figure it out. It never comes into play later, which is kind of dumb. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that. What do you think?
I agree.
Cool.
I agree.
But yeah, it was a fun game. It was a good time. Man. I guess we could jump into questions if you guys want to, or...
Did you send out a tweet?
I did. Oh. Yeah.
You snuck that right past me.
I really did.
See it.
Remember when we were setting up and I wasn't listening to you because I was on my phone?
Yeah.
That's because I was sending out the tweet.
Wow.
Yep. I work from the shadows. Or we could,
no,
jump into...
They don't get that yet.
No?
Don't even mention it.
Okay.
I
won't mention the genre jar.
Don't even show it to them.
But some people aren't watching. Some people are listening.
Don't even like bang it around so they hear it.
Okay.
Don't even.
Why don't we? Do you guys want to jump into questions? That's something we want to do.
I love
All right,
questions.
cool. Let's look at Twitter.com and see what people are just freaking. Oh my god! I just got the. I just got the fucking NFT profile picture. I'm not fucking Arcane.
No.
Matthew Lillard, if you're fucking selling NFTs, I'm going to be really sad. So I hope you're not, buddy. I don't know what you're doing, but I saw you tweeting about some shit about NFTs, and you better fucking cut it out. All right. I'm going to go to latest, and I'm only going to be looking at people who use the freaking hashtag because...
That's fair.
Blood Hexes asks, what kind of pizza, toppings, sauce, and crust would your characters like? I like that it's not us.
Lord.
It's our fucking characters. Jacob, Spencer, and Craig, I desperately need all of you to answer. Okay. The issue with these character questions is always like, I have like 1, you have like 5, and Craig is like 3. But like one of them is dead, and one of them he doesn't play anymore, and then oh no, you have 4. So like it gets weird.
I guess that's fair. I always forget about Silver Umbrella.
Yeah. So
to be honest, 3 of them don't eat, and then because one's dead,
That's
and
true.
One's a robot.
Yeah.
The 4th one I don't play right now.
Yeah. I think Damon would like a veggie pizza, like olives, bell peppers, onions, and tomatoes. Yeah, definitely. He would like that.
In the last game of Avnia, I made Farron order the pizza that I like to eat. So Farron just likes the pizza that I like to eat. And then a few podcast episodes ago,
What is the pizza you like to eat?
It's a pizza with mozzarella cheese.
Where from
peppers.
Specifically?
I like Domino's.
Is this your favorite pizza of all? Like, if you could have any pizza in the world, this is the one you would want as number 1?
I mean, I haven't had a pizza that I've liked more than that.
Okay, then what is it?
Actually, that's not true. There's a place in town that has a pizza with Brussels sprouts on it, and it's pretty good. But I don't like that all the time because it also has honey, so it's like a little sweet.
It has Brussels sprouts and it has honey, and the honey's a little spicy.
Yeah.
So
it's very good, but also not all the time. But Domino's pizza with mozzarella cheese, onions, garlic, and banana peppers. That's my favorite pizza.
I don't like it that much.
Yeah,
it's
you don't like
kind
it
of gross.
because
It is like the most sour pizza I've ever had.
That's why I like
for
it.
some reason, Domino's like crust and cheese and sauce is like really sour to me, which is weird because I really like, if we're talking just like fast food pizza, I really like not Pizza Hut. What is it called?
I like Me and Ed's.
Me and Ed's, yeah. And I like their bread and their sauce a lot, but you say it's too sweet.
It's sweet.
But it's perfect to me. So I don't know. I guess you just really like sour.
Yeah, I do.
But that pizza you get at Domino's is like, it's just like eating a sour candy, but a pizza. So, yeah.
And then a few podcast episodes ago, we said that Philip and LaMarcia probably wouldn't like pizza. So
Oh, really?
I don't have to answer for them.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Maybe just a cheese one, if any.
Yeah, you'd put red pepper flakes on Tiff's, and she would bite it and have PTSD.
Yeah, exactly.
More Props Art Cosplay says, it's my birthday today. Well, happy
birthday.
And anything special that you all like to do on your birthdays? So, like, I grew up having birthday parties, and Craig was doing this, and I think he was just trying to read
Craig
something.
was checking himself out.
And I
I was trying.
Like,
I thought he was like taking a video at first because he was like this, and we were like,
Hey
"What's
guys,
going
on the podcast, come check us out.
I grew up having birthday parties because my parents are fucking awesome, and so like
Yeah.
I like doing a birthday party, but like it's all it is I don't care if people bring gifts. I really don't give a fuck. Like sometimes I don't want there to be gifts because I don't want there to be a focus on me.
Yeah.
It is a great excuse to hang out, have drinks, and play games. That's all. That's all it is. So that's what I like to do on my birthday.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I'd always have like a pool party for my birthday
Oh, that's
because
fun.
I was born in the middle of summer and it was always very hot. And then this year, we did a little party
Yeah.
at your parents' house.
My parents have a pool now.
It was also a pool party.
It was a good time.
because They have a pool. It was great.
It was fun.
And a new rule that I've made for my birthday party is you can't sing happy birthday to me because it makes me very uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Valid,
it's really
though.
funny though.
I was like, nope.
Every time we sing happy birthday, because we do that, I like to, Maddie and I will do the Michael Scott singing only the high notes.
Yeah.
And we both do it. And so everybody's like, happy birthday to, and then we're like, happy birthday, dear, whoever the fuck it is. And they're like, happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
And it's funny every time. It isn't. Nobody laughs.
And then yeah.
That's really sad.
Which is funny in its own right.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
like,
Back to funny.
yeah.
You made me a birthday cake last year.
It was so ugly.
it was
It was so bad.
unique.
And we all dressed up as our number one artist on Spotify.
Yeah.
And I think mine was Einon Zur. So I decided to be Post Malone. What do you do for your birthday, Craig?
Probably very similar to Spencer. I don't do a whole lot because I don't
Yeah.
have been the center of attention for stuff. So really, whatever I can coerce Lacey into doing, that's my big thing. It's my day, so I get to get you to do one activity that makes you just miserable. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go do it.
Or
Whether
uncomfortable,
that's-
that too.
Yeah, whether that's getting the mail,
Yeah.
or just washing a toilet. or
Because
something.
it's such a good excuse.
Tell me
You
where
can make
you put
so
your
many
fucking
people.
hair.
Yeah.
You can make anybody do anything. If it's like it's my birthday, you can be like, "Hey, can you get the trash?" And it's like, "No, it's my birthday."
Yeah.
Well, fuck. I guess I'll do it.
Yeah.
I haven't
You only get
decided-
one of these days.
I haven't decided what it's going to be this year, and I'm really running out of time because it's like next month. But I have a couple. Ideas.
When's your birthday?
February 28th.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
coming
close.
up. It's coming up.
I think she ate the muffin, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it meant.
Would she not admit it or like?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I think that might be one of them. Just
Yeah.
go. Where really
on your
did Dylan
birthday,
Muffin go?
on your birthday, just be like, where the fuck's that muffin?
Yeah.
In your hair?
Tell
Where'd
me.
you put it?
It's all in a box.
Yeah. I've been keeping
Pulls out
it.
like a ladder, goes
Oh.
over to a vent, unscrews it, a muffin in the hair.
Francois Anderson says,
Oh.
"Can you give Craig a little smooch?" Guys, we're not doing requests, okay? This is where you can ask questions, not give us things to do. Snaz Ethan asks, "What is the worst way to die in D&D?" So I always feel like the worst way to die in D&D is like, I think that so some people might say like failing spectacularly and then just like dying sucks because you didn't because you failed so hard you didn't get to be cool. But I think there's still an amount of fun that you can get out of that. Your character just like a horror movie style just fucking dies like for no reason. I think that can be cool.
Yeah.
I think the worst way to die in D&D is thinking that you're going to succeed and thinking that you're going to do something really cool. And then, so you're on the rise to think you're going to, I'm not going to die. And then you die is like the worst because at least you can expect when you're going to die if you're failing. At least you have time to mourn and prepare and be like, okay, I know how I want this to happen. I know how this is going to work in the story. But if you're just like, okay, let's go into the dungeon. All right, we're going to go into the dungeon and that's where the bad guy is. And you walk into the first room, step on a trap and die. It's like, what the That's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the worst way to die in D&D for you?
You can watch it online on Arcane Arcade.
Oh
if you go to the last
Spencer,
episode
not the
of the first
Tesseract
season of
slander.
Tesseract. If
Stop!
you go to that episode, you can watch the life.
He's
leave my
already
eyes.
dead.
Who? Logan?
No, I'm just talking about Tesseract.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. It's the is that the Simpsons audio where they're like he's like he's already dead and they're like beating him. That's you with Tesseract. Yeah. Fuck. All right, we just keep skirting around. I think it's time enough now to finally address the fact that like because it's been enough time that guys, in case you haven't been watching the podcast for long enough, Spencer didn't really like Tesseract.
I did not. When we started the game, it was fun.
Yeah. I really cherish those like first 20 games.
Yeah.
Those are super fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I even had fun
and the first few games when we came back.
When we were the new characters were also really fun with Paul and everything.
When we switched to City of Mist, I did not get a vote on if we were going to switch or not, and it kind of bittered the whole game for me, and I didn't have fun.
Yeah, just how it be sometimes.
Me is very similar though in that aspect.
I think.
That switching systems can sometimes just be too much.
Yep, it killed the game.
I think it was for everybody because I think we all felt like this is weird. And it was my idea. I thought it'd be a good idea. I gave it to Logan. Logan was like, "Oh, I love that," because he likes running City of Mist. And then I think none of us were really like into it. I think we were just like, this is weird, and like it's this amalgamation of like two games that we've combined together, and we don't know what we're doing anymore. And I think it just kind of fell apart. Yeah. So. But like we didn't lie though. It was scheduling stuff. Logan was starting to do a lot of stuff. Yeah. That's when he was like getting down writing stibbles. So like he really didn't have time. So on top of all of that, we couldn't play it anymore. So this is what happens. What happens sometimes, but
it does.
Yeah,
it do be happening.
Yeah, that TPK at the end of that first season was pretty poopy, and I'm not trying to stir the pot. I don't want to start any tea. I love Logan. We have talked to him about this before, and it was way into the past. We
voiced our opinions
because we've never talked about it on this before. We were not happy at the end of that. Like none of us were happy at the end of that. We were pretty pissed, and we were like, "Dude, what the fuck was that?" And mostly because like it was more annoying that Tim was kind of in on it. Like Tim knew that was going to happen and decided to like fuck us. Mm-hmm. It like was weird, because like he was. So in case you guys don't know, because you never watched Tesseract,
so like you should
I'm going to give you guys some context. So after about 20 games in, I don't know how many exactly, into Tesseract, our old series that we played on Arcane Arcade, like years and years ago, we TPK'd. After doing this bit on like an island that Logan had created where there was this bad guy that we were getting to. We were going to this bad guy named Mandrago who had taken a bunch of Olo's family, Tim's character, who is a turtle mystic, and was like, had captured them. So we were going there to save them. Mm-hmm. And then we find out that he's just a great guy. He's really cool. He invites us to dinner. And Olo doesn't really seem to have a problem with him anymore. So we're like, okay, so we're not going to fight this guy, which was a little confusing. So we just decided to like sneak around to see if we could find anything. We didn't find anything. So we left. And when we left, Olo disappeared in the middle of the night. And it was because he was a doppelganger. Mm-hmm. And so we were like, oh crap. And Tim played Olo as the doppelganger. So in the middle of the night, he was replaced by a doppelganger. So we go back and we find out and we sneak into his castle. And this is without Tim. And we find out that like, everybody on the island, Mandrago had been taking like mystics and like dissecting them to like take their power because he was trying to get back to the Feywild to like save his wife. The details are a little muddy. That may not be entirely true, but that's sort of the concept, is that Mandrago was trying to get back to his loved one, and he was siphoning the power of these mystics in order to do it. So we're like, fuck you, dude. We're going to fight. And we do this giant boss fight where like these dudes come out of these portals, and like Mandrago is like 3 stories up, and he's like hailing spells on top of us. And we're like, I don't think we're that high level. We're like level 7 or 8. Mm-hmm. And we get destroyed because there's just the 3 of us. And there was like a lot of really powerful guys.
We were level 8, I think.
And we all died, and it felt like Logan had planned that. So at the end of that game, we were like, dude, what was that? Like, are we we're done with this game? And he's like, no, I think I'll figure out like what we'll do next. And we were just like, what was that? And I was more like, Logan, that was weird. Tim, did you just like want to die? And Tim basically was like, yeah, I was done with the game basically. And we were like, so you decided to take us down with you? Like, what?
We found out that Ola was already dead. Like when we left the first time we left, Ola was already dead.
Yeah.
And then there were some spells that were played wrong, and there was just miscommunication a lot. And
yeah.
Yeah,
and so it was just really weird, and like we were just kind of confused about what was going. And that was like 2 games, by the way. So at the end of like the first game, we were like, "What's going on?" Like I thought we were gonna fight like this dude, and he ends up being like a good guy. And then like turns out Logan and Tim just like duped us basically. Well, Tim more did, and Logan was. And then I talked to Logan and was like, "I didn't plan on you guys to die. I didn't think that would happen. I just wanted you guys to have a challenge because a lot of the previous encounters we had just been like destroying. So he wanted a hard fight and he ended up killing us. And so it was like, well, okay, well, all right. So what are we going to do about this? Like this kind of sucks like a lot.
Yeah.
So we ended up working together and figuring it out. And that's why like season 2 of Tesseract felt kind of good to come into, because Logan did address a lot of our issues that we had with the game previously. And he listened to us a little more. Once we fell into City of Mist, though, it kind of fell apart again. But yeah, it was not great. It also didn't help either that like we were kind of hoping at the end. And once again, this was a while ago, so this is like this is all in the past. We're not bitter about this anymore at all. It didn't help either that like after the game we went into like what was the XP to level 3 Discord at the time, and like the comments of the video, and everybody's mad at us. Like, everybody's like, wow, you guys just really, like, screwed up that encounter, really didn't, like, I think there's a comment on the video, too, that's just, like, Abris, like, didn't heal enough and died. Like, that was dumb. And so it just felt really bad, because we were just like, what did he do?
That doesn't bother me. Like, people can talk shit
I know, that was just adding insult to injury, though, was the thing. And it was just like, come on. So it just was kind of poopy. But, I had fun playing Syndrix. I really did. It was a good time. So... so that's our long-winded answer to worst way to die in D&D, because that was probably the worst way I ever died. And yeah, well, no. I think my favorite way I ever died was when I was in Craig's game and I blasted Jace onto the top of that dome and just scattered across it.
What about the time that ogre like squished you?
Oh, Jace has died so many times. Yeah, Jace also died by a ogre squishing me, and they brought me back to life, but I turned into a halfling.
Yeah.
I
broke that staff.
I broke a staff over my leg. I talked about that in the podcast, and Jace died, but then we got to come back to life.
Yeah.
Jace died when I was him as the DM a few times. Yeah. So my guy likes to get killed.
He likes it?
Craig, what's your favorite way your worst way you've ever died?
I had one and I forgot what it was.
All right, well, whoa. It's Artemis, but you have a different name now. It's Lodnagan LVR. Can you rank your cats from meanest to nicest? Okay, this is easy. This is. I'm pretty sure we're gonna agree on this.
Yeah.
There's 4, so we have 4 rankings. So
do we include Spook?
No, we don't include Spook because we don't know much about him yet.
That's true.
All right. Okay. So
Context.
Nicest.
Spook is the feral cat that lives in our backyard.
Yeah. He's not. He's better. He's not feral much
He
anymore.
doesn't. Yeah, he's not.
He's being nice.
We're
He goes over the screen glass. He goes over the screen door when the cats are all there, and he puts his butt up against it so all the cats can sniff his ass. It's really funny.
It's really funny.
So, nicest is Coffee Cake.
Yes.
Then I would say it's Edward.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would say it's like Edward is not as nice as Coffee Cake because the thing is that Edward isn't mean. He's just kind of like a little rat.
Yeah.
Like he's really snivelly and he likes to sneak around and he's like, man, he runs around in places. He likes to hide.
He also has like social anxiety sometimes.
Yeah, so he like runs away and things like that. And sometimes he'll play with Alphonse, but like not too hard.
Yeah.
And I would say that I don't know. I think Alphonse is nicer than Moose.
Yes.
Alphonse can be a sweet little baby. So can Moose.
Mm-hmm.
Alphonse sometimes instigates fighting with Moose, but he just wants to play, is the thing. Mm-hmm. Moose gets angry and hisses and growls, and also sometimes he yells at us. And so, like, he's kind of a meanie.
The other day, I was sitting on the couch, and I had Moose to the right of me, and Alphonse came over, and he fell asleep to the left of me.
Yeah.
Moose was already asleep.
Yeah.
He woke up. He woke up, and he was like just licking his paw. I was like just petting him. We're I think I was playing Stardew Valley on my Switch. Edward was in the sitting on the carpet in our living room. He was just sitting there. And then he looks over. Moose notices that Edward is looking in his general direction. Hops up.
Yep.
Notices Alphonse.
Yeah.
Smacks the shit out of him. He's asleep. Wakes Alphonse up. Hisses because Alphonse is now awake. And then he hops over the couch towards our sliding glass door and wants outside.
So to like Edward or Alphonse's perspective, Moose just woke up, smacked the fuck out of Alphonse and ran.
And then Edward,
Alphonse just got hit and woke up.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
Edward was really just like sitting dapper pod, just on the carpet.
And Moose just noticed him. He was like, I'm awake now, like, ah! That's really funny. It'd be okay if like he ran, but the fact that he like had to fucking smack Alphonse on the way out was funny.
Yeah.
It's funny too because like they don't hit very hard.
No.
Like it's just a cotton ball. It's just like
Yeah.
like
And then
just like
sometimes I'll let Moose outside and the little feral cat Spook will be out there and Moose will see him and he'll go over and he'll just pop him.
Moose is just
like,
racist, I guess.
I think he's like trying to like show his dominance over the other cats and then he's like, hey little feral kitty cat, I'm gonna bop you, and then he walks away. He doesn't do anything.
This is one hell of a question.
Oh, boy.
Okay, Metalist asks, question for Spencer. When you first started playing Sphynx, did you expect the major domino effect it would have today?
No. I started playing D&D because you asked me to. And I was like, this is a little much. I don't think I'm going to like this.
It was 3.5,
It
so
was-
yeah, it was
it
a
was-
little much.
It was 3.5. It wasn't bad. I wasn't really like super close friends with anyone that you were friends with. Like I knew Logan and I knew Marissa and I knew Grace and Tyler. But like I never really talked to them. Like we would get lunch sometimes together, but like I was like I'm Jacob's girlfriend. I'm not really your guys' friend. And then Sphynx kind of just became like a gremlin and just has too much power. And
the thing is that you've related every character you've played to her since then. You only just made her more powerful.
Yeah.
You could stop at any time.
I don't think I want to.
It's like Sphynx is making all the characters.
Yeah.
It's like you're no longer in control.
Yeah. And now we're in Evenfall. We're going to Leonia, and she's there. Like
she's not showing up.
No, I like to think that Sphynx is like in the background of everything that we do, though.
Yeah. She's just always watching.
She's just like in someone's bag of holding.
She's the watcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
But like I'm gonna continue with that. There's gonna be some more.
I remember when we made Sphynx. We were using that app on the iPad to make her. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
The original D&D Beyond. It was some fucking 3.5 app. Yeah.
And then I remember when we moved to 5e, I was sad because I was like, "There's not an app for this. I'm gonna have to use a paper, and I'm gonna be confused." And I figured it out. Now there's an app. Never have to go back to paper ever again.
I think more people use D&D Beyond than paper.
I would say so now, especially now.
Isn't that crazy to think about how much that has changed? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. When I was first getting into the hobby, it was like board games and stuff. So like you had to have the paper stuff.
Yeah,
But
we
now
would go to
there are definitely people who could play D&D without having a single
We
book.
would go to Staples and print out like 50 character sheets and be like, "All right,
We
this
had
will be
to.
good for a while."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we run out and be like, fuck, we gotta print more.
And it's like, oh shit, we have all these fucking spell sheets that come on the third page.
I remember when the magic item spell cards first came out.
Yeah.
Or no, just the magic spell cards. We were like, yes!
Yeah.
They're just on cards! Fuck yes!
Yeah.
And now on D&D Beyond, you're just like, there's my character, whole thing. And I can roll all the dice. boom,
It
done.
really does make everything super accessible to everyone.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm not trying to knack it or anything.
Oh, no,
I'm
no,
just
no,
being a
it's just
fucking
that-
boomer
that-
and
that-
being
that-
like,
just-
back
that's
in
a
my
bonus.
day, we had to write down our strength saving throws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does help with people who like, don't want to memorize every single part of the game. But I think there is an aspect of it that's just like you do end up like when you get into the game that quickly, there is an aspect of things that like you don't learn. Like there are parts of the game that you will be like, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah,
And it's
well,
like, well,
because we used to have to like write everything down and be like,
Yeah.
how is my spell attack modifier that high? Like, what the fuck? What is the calculation here? And then I'm like trying to remember what it is, and I'm like,
yeah.
well, it's probably right.
I've noticed also with like some newer players that I play, and this is not a bad thing. Like we're trading you not knowing what a rule is versus having a headache on the first time you get to play D&D.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but like I've noticed that there are some things that like I have to explain as a DM a lot to newer players and be like, okay, what's this? And it's like they just don't know what that is. And like,
Yeah.
what's your spell attack modifier? And it's like, and I have to be like, when you cast one of your spells, what's the bonus?
Yeah.
Oh, +8. And then I can do the math and figure out that's 2 + 4 +. Okay, all right, we're good. So yeah. But it's fine. It's whatever. I like D&D Beyond. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I hated D&D Beyond when it first came out because there were so many features it didn't have. But now
Yeah.
you can customize the absolute fuck out of that character
Yeah.
sheet, and ooh, it's so good. Do you guys remember the OG D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
I need to find it, and it didn't look like how it looks now. Like now it looks like the old character sheets, which is cool, but like the old one was just like squares.
Yeah. It was a little brutal.
Yeah, it was funky.
I remember when they first did their first real ad. I don't even remember what that ad was or what it was on, but it was big enough that it really got traction. And then every Sunday, no one could play D&D because
Yeah.
the servers would crash every fucking Sunday. Because that's when everyone sped up.
You'd have to screenshot.
Yeah,
your-
exactly. You have to
your
add,
D&D
exactly. Yeah, you
Beyond.
have to screenshot your shit because
Yeah.
fucking you better have had it yesterday
Yeah.
because if you didn't sign into your character today, the server's not
You're
fucking
not
up.
getting it.
And you get that fucking little beholder, like
Yeah.
you fucking.
That's so funny. I'm trying to find it. I want to find that old one that they used to have because I remember when they upgraded to the new one.
Yeah,
which is the
remember
one everybody knows
when
now.
we used to, like, our group started using it, and me being like, "No, I'm bitter from the 3.5 app. You fuckers are gonna change this the version of D&D we're playing in like a year, and I'm gonna not
Yep,
be
there it
used
is.
to it."
There it is.
And-
It looked like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you throw it up on the screen? I'll send it to you
Yeah.
right now, Craig. Oh my gosh, this throws me back till like what 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Wait, when did D&D Beyond come out?
That's a good question.
Playing at Marshall's house. When did we play at Marshall's house all the time?
I'm gonna find out when.
Like
I know we used to play
2017.
D&D Beyond. Age.
Age.
I don't think that's gonna. Okay, that's all right. That's how old you have to be to have an account.
13.
2017. So not that long ago.
I was right.
Not that long ago.
That was,
It feels like it was a long time ago, but
that was a long time ago.
wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's
Five?
like 4 or 5 years ago. Dang, I keep saying it like way back then,
Yeah.
like that was like so long ago, but not really.
I mean, you think about it, that'd be normal, but we had 2 COVID years in there.
Yeah.
Might as well have been fucking a millennia ago.
Oh man, the pre-COVID days.
Yeah.
Man,
They feel like a distant memory.
they really do. They really do. Oh man.
I remember playing when we would play at Marshall's house. We would play for like 12 hours, and then I would go take a nap in Marshall's spare bedroom.
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you were tired. Because you were still at school.
I was still in high school, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or college.
Yeah. And Weasley65 asks, how would you rule half races that aren't half elves or orcs in terms of abilities, like half tieflings, half humans, half halfling, and Goliath?
Didn't they just put that in Tal'Dorei?
I think they.
Reborn?
I haven't really read through Tal'Dorei.
I'm pretty sure there's like halves of other races,
makes
like a
sense,
half
though.
elf, half orc.
That's
type
fucking
thing.
awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just do the custom lineage stuff, but I didn't realize how limiting the custom lineage stuff is.
Yeah.
There's not a lot you get with custom lineage, which kind of sucks.
Well, you can make more custom races if you use their like the builder thing.
If somebody came to me and was like, "I want to be half elf, half orc," I'd be like, "Okay, let's pick the abilities you want, and we'll just
Yeah.
make it because I don't care."
That's probably the shorthand of it would probably be that.
Yeah.
Like we have to line them both up, eventually pick ones that are equal in strength, and then you got to pick
Yeah.
which ones.
Not
are
every ability. Like I wouldn't allow like every single ability that both gets because that'd be a little powerful for like first level characters. But I would want the best of both. Is like what we
exactly. Yeah, they have to pick in some way.
Yeah.
Check out the Taldore book though, because I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
it's.
that's
I
in
should have
there.
brought it. It's fucking cool.
It
I
is,
love it.
very
It's. Everybody keeps saying it's just a fucking reprint, and that's just because it has some of the art from the old book. It is not a reprint. It is like triple the size. Okay, maybe it's not triple the size. It's like double the size of fucking the original book.
Yeah.
So like it's massive. So seriously, check it out. It's pretty cool. Okay, let's see here. Leftover Gabagool asks, what bands have been on constant repeat for you lately? Because I have an obsessive personality. I've been listening to a lot of like Samurai from Cyberpunk. Like all of the songs that they made for like Cyberpunk are really good. So I got Never Fade Away on repeat all the time right
Which
now.
version? Just the
Both
actual Samurai?
are both good. I
was
like the Samurai one a lot, but when I'm
But
feeling extra depresso, I'll put on the slow one.
The other one fucking
So-
slaps
I
good.
did a playthrough where I got the Arasaka ending, and man, oh my fucking god, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So you know how, just look what I got.
You just got a Coco Melon.
They
ad.
know. They know
What
that I'm
the
gonna have a
fuck?
child. Soon.
She's not watching Coco Melon.
Thank
no,
God.
fuck
Fuck
Coco
no.
Thank
Melon.
God for taking
No.
a stance.
No,
Oh no,
She
she's
can-
Not
not.
all
she
heroes wear capes, but
you
No.
can watch Bluey. That one's
That one's
cute.
okay.
But
You have
She-
to-
she's
and the
not
little
allowed to have an
jump-
iPad.
Little jumping fruits that
you
are
have to
just
let her watch
soft
Peppa
sounds.
Pig, so she
Peppa Pig.
so she gets an accent that you,
I'm,
you don't know
I'm
where
not
it's
even
from.
gonna let her know what YouTube is until
That's safe.
like
That's safe.
until
Yeah,
she's older.
Jacob wants to like give her 3 Disney movies that he
She's
had
gonna be
as
like
a
me when
child
I was
and
a
be
kid.
like, pick one.
She's never gonna learn about Disney Plus. She's gonna be like, "What's that?" I'm gonna be like, "It's for adults."
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't use it. We only have 3
So-
movies, so
it's like when
Yeah,
you're
that's just
Here's
how it
the
works.
VHS. Make
Yep,
sure you
you're
wind
gonna
it.
be like me. You're gonna memorize fucking Finding Nemo at 6 years old because that's
yeah.
what the rest of us did as kids. All right, and that's why I'm fucked up in the head today.
was it what bands?
Yeah, I was like, what are we talking about?
Same with video games too, because
Cocomelon
like
just
I don't
struck my
know.
brain.
I hope she likes video
Yeah,
games.
fucking Cocomelon. The Honey Sticks. They're
Oh.
they're very good.
I guess I could just go to my recently played on Spotify.
Yeah. I've been listening to this this playlist that Spotify made called Lost in the Woods. It's very good.
Yes,
wanna
the Lost
go-
in the Woods one is great.
we-
I constantly have the Lord of the Rings on repeat because I have an obsessive personality. I also really like. Yeah, Ricky Montgomery. I've been listening a lot too.
Very good.
He's very good.
Very good.
Hang on.
I've listened to a lot of U2 because
Really?
because Bono's in the new Sing 2.
Oh, nice.
And for some reason, it's do you remember in like, this was forever ago, at the Super Bowl when everyone's iPhones were forced to download that song from U2
Yeah.
during the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I actually really liked that song.
Oh.
And it was cool. I was like, oh, that kind of, and I was like, wait, that's kind of invasive. And then no one got to choose. Apple
Yeah.
just put it there. But that album after that, which is Red,
No
was
one could
very good. So I've listened to
Wasn't
that
that
a
like
lot.
an entire album that downloaded to your phone?
Yeah, it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
yeah. It's really good. I like that one a lot. And he's in the new Sing movie. And
Yeah.
Oh,
he's like one of the main characters, and he sings a pretty cool song at the end. That's just
it's cool.
it's a lot of fun.
I don't listen to like albums really, but I have like 6 songs in my constant rotation. So here's the list in case you want to listen to any of the music that I listen to all the time recently. Boys by Hippocampus. This December, Slow by Ricky Montgomery. Falling For You by the 1975. Pine Barrens by Jakey. Jakey, release your fucking album. I'm so excited. Oh my god. Bigger Man from Cyberpunk 2077 by Conrad Old Money. That song slaps.
Yeah,
And History Read by The Altogether. So there you go. What's this right here? What's that?
That sounds
You hear that sound?
It
sounds like the genre
church
jar.
bell.
Sounds like the gong of the genre
gong?
jar.
The bong?
If we both lift, oh, it's okay. Oh,
I can't. You have to take it. Okay.
careful.
You guys put in a lot of suggestions. If you guys want to put in some suggestions to the genre jar, you can just make your way over to our Discord and head on over to the Arcane Lounge Podcast
some-
channel and look in the little thread underneath there. It says genre suggestions.
There's
So go check it out.
Some ASMR.
Wow, there is a lot in there.
Some Asmar.
Well, some of it's trash.
What the fuck did you put in there? Bricks? Like, why was it so heavy?
I did put several cinder blocks at the bottom.
Cinder bricks.
Cinder bricks.
That sounds like a Stardew Valley thing.
Cinder bricks.
Cinder,
I had to go to that witch cave to get
There's-
cinder bricks again.
There's cinder shards in Stardew Valley.
And then you put
Yeah.
them together, cinder bricks.
Least favorite D&D races.
Oh, hell.
I
Did
didn't.
you just ask us to be D&D racist?
Yeah, we're going to be racist right now? Okay, look, this is not
Hey,
in terms of,
I didn't
like,
ask you to be racist. I just asked which one is
Lore.
your least favorite.
Damn stinky.
but, like, ones I don't like to play, maybe?
Yeah.
Which ones? It's kind of being a little racist, I guess. But
I wish
it's a game.
Shifter was cooler. Shifter slaps, and
Yeah.
I wish it was just cooler.
Yeah, like how? Like you could turn into a whole ass wolf?
I just feel like I don't think it has to be like a whole wolf, but I feel like we need some kind of hybrid, like full thing. Like Shifter feels to me that it only really 25% commits. But it should be like a hybrid. You should be like half and half at most.
Yeah.
I think the abilities are kind of cool, but other than like giving them like the Tabaxi type claw things, I want more from it.
Yeah, I agree.
I want more because it doesn't feel necessarily unique in that way to me.
What's yours?
I don't know.
It's like a book to
Simic
reference it.
hybrids.
Civic hybrids?
And
They-
I know
they need
that
more
it's a
options.
magic thing. So, like,
They need more
it's
options.
fine. They're cool. They're cool in magic. But when that book came out, we talked about this on
Yeah.
No Land Hand. When that book came out, all it did was go into D&D Beyond and add Simic Hybrid and Loxodons, and everybody was like, what the fuck are these? Like, the Loxodons I like. I think they're cool, but, like, what the fuck is a Simic Hybrid? Can you explain to me what a Simic Hybrid is?
Yeah, so a Simic hybrid is probably some poor homeless person in the city of Ravnica that the mad scientists of Simic gathered up and then mutated through experimentation. So they'll have like frills or gills or webbed feet or tentacles, or their hands are now claws, or
Oh, wow.
they're more aquatic than or the fuck a non-aquatic creature.
So that's really cool,
yeah.
but it's still really weird.
No, yeah, they're like Frankenstein's monsters, but they're not undead.
Yeah, that's really strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish that, like, I think Tritons are really cool, but I feel like it just sucks to play them. Because, like,
Yeah. I think most people want to play like a merfolk.
Yeah.
But then they're like, oh, you be a Triton. You're just a blue guy
yeah.
with gills.
Well, I mean, like, if you're going to play a Triton and it's like, well, we're playing Waterdeep Dragon Heist. You can go jump off the dock
Yeah.
and swim around for a little while.
Yeah, it's the aquatic races are always so weird
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
and it has nothing to do with like me. It's always other players.
Yeah.
I feel so bad to say, but like I hate when I fucking start a game that's like we're gonna play Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Somebody's like, I'm playing an ocean druid who's also they can turn into a fish and they have an octopus familiar, and it's like. That's really cool, but so not fitting for this game. Like, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck is this?
That's my backup character for Icewind Dale.
For look, I think it'd be a little more fitting in Icewind Dale, to be
I have a
honest.
Triton for sure.
Well, okay, that's fine.
Like a frosty Triton? Like you're cold?
Some scary shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
It did something.
Like
I
a
don't-
deep sea type Triton?
Like I want to be like Innsmouth anglerfish face.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking
So,
cool.
oh yeah, it's a little spooky.
Yeah.
I have some stuff. I have
See,
some
that
stuff, I have
fits.
some
That's
stuff.
okay for Icewind Dale
Yeah, I have some
because
stuff.
like it's secluded, it's weird, it's strange, it's
Yeah, I'd be
alien. There are
like
things that
deep-sea
exist out
fish.
there. There's
Yeah.
also an ocean nearby, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true for Waterdeep, I guess. But like, the most of the game does not take place in the water.
Yeah.
is the thing. But like, Colton played a Triton for Ghost of Saltmarsh, and that was
Yeah,
fine.
but we were on ships the entire time.
Yeah, what a recent one for
Well-
me was fucking Colton coming to me being like, all right, here's my new character for Icewind Dale. You know, the dark, icy, frozen, scary game where half the party is undead. I want to play a circus performer. And I was like, what the fuck? What? Okay. But we made it work. So it's fine.
Yeah.
It made sense. Like, it actually made more sense in the end. But when he first came to me, I was like, what are you doing?
You
What
play,
is this?
You can play Robin?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You want to be Robin, okay? From Batman.
Yeah, your parents died.
Yeah.
Clown got him.
Got him. You just watched him fall.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've never seen anybody play like a Simic hybrid, and I've been like, wow, that's really cool. I want to play one of those.
I've never seen anyone play one of those.
Yes, you have.
When?
Back in Black. Angela played one. Remember she played Rick from Rick and Morty.
So it sounds like it's not the Simic hybrid. It's maybe the
It was
example
that she
you had.
played Rick from Rick and
Yeah,
Morty.
that-
Which was
that's
fine. It
probably a
was
problem.
goofy and dumb, and she was only there for like a few games, so it was like
Yeah.
kind of funny. But like, that I was like, and you're a Simic hybrid. Like, what are these?
Yeah.
I don't know what these are. Why did you pick this?
to defend, because I feel obligated to. Mia did play a Simic hybrid in our Ravnica game.
It would be cool if it was a Ravnica game.
Till level 11, and she was a Gorgon that her snakes died.
Aw.
So she had to revive them,
Yeah.
like through like this whole process.
Cool.
But
I feel
I
like
feel I get a vouch for my girl.
yeah,
and
of course.
I know that not all Simic hybrids are
Yeah.
Pickle Rick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Turn
That's true.
myself into a Simic
Yeah,
hybrid,
yeah.
Morty.
I would be really cool with Simic hybrids in a Ravnica game, like or even Theros or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it'd be fine. It would work out, or
I
even
feel like-
Strixhaven. Like
I
I,
feel
think
like
it'd be
if
fine.
I bet you got a free flavor it.
Yeah, if the DM and you can work together and make it fit in the world,
But if
and
we're
like
gonna-
have a good,
Because you could probably have a really cool
But if
like
we're
Ghost
gonna
of
play
Salt
like
Marsh one.
yeah, but if we're
Yeah.
gonna play fucking Lost Mines of Phandelver and it's like a dwarf, an elf, a human, and a Simic hybrid, it's like what?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
The name does entirely kind of attach it to a plane.
yeah.
So it's like Water Deviant Noble. And
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what can I be? Any noble? Can
Yeah.
you just be a hybrid?
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
You probably could.
Guys, I'm no longer beefing with Eric Cocker anymore. I'm okay if you want to fly at level 1.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Jacob's just gonna
I'm
shoot
over
you
it.
out of the sky.
I'm over it. Well, there's so many ways.
Shoot 'em
Honestly,
out of
you
the
can.
sky.
You can just shoot them out of the sky.
Yeah.
Do you know how big of a target you are by flying?
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
I think
Yeah.
they're kind of slow too. Don't they only fly like 20
I
feet?
felt that in
No, that's Owlins.
Oh.
Icewind Dale.
Wait, no, it's not.
The one time I flew you.
I'll find out.
Oh, can we see what that is?
Absolutely can.
So Craig brought, because Craig fucking works at like a game shop. Or
it's
something.
heavy.
Oh my god! What is this?
So that is what they're doing. What they're calling the updated game rules books. So it is an updated versions of Tasha's, Xanathar's, and Mordenkainen's no longer Tome of Foes, but Guide to the Multiverse.
So
or Monsters of the Multiverse.
These are beautiful.
Oh, they are crazy. Yeah, they're very similar
Tasha.
to ones you've seen. Inside, there are some changes that they've done a lot of, but visually, I thought you guys might want to look at them.
It's I don't know if you can see, but like it's raised, so like
Yeah.
you can wow, and it's pure white. It's beautiful. So this is just Tasha's.
Yeah, with all the updates that people have been talking about.
Cool.
So I got some updates with it.
Great. So why is this is okay? So this is Xanathar's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the updates, with the errata updates.
Yeah,
they've been doing.
functionally, the community is calling this 5.5. This is the new 5.5 versions. So inevitably
Sorry,
in
there's these
2020.
papers. Do you want me to put these back?
Oh, no, it doesn't matter. I just put them there just so I could have them. You can toss them wherever. Yeah, on the ground's fine.
And this is more Monsters of the Multi. Why did they change the name?
So if you look inside of it, originally Mordenkainen's gave us some like variant tiefling stuff and some other stuff. That now has all of the variant races. So you get all of Volos in there as well.
oh, so this has Volos too.
All of the creatures as well as
This is new art.
Yes, it is.
This drow art is new. I've never seen this.
You get you get the Hegemon from Feywild. You get
Dude, these Durgar.
yeah. I think the Owlin are in there as well.
Oh wow.
This is supposed to be.
This is everything.
Yeah, this is supposed to be the first product that is going to be part of the whatever they're calling it, but the community is calling it 5.5,
It basically is 5.5.
which is in 2024. The core rulebooks are getting a revamp. This is what this looks like.
very
So
cool.
right now, if you want to join, like for instance, like say you like want to play all these different races in D&D, now you would have to go. Well, you have to buy the player's handbook, got to buy the DMG, got to buy the monster manual.
You can just
now
buy
you
these
have to
three.
buy, and then if you want to play an Azamar, you have to buy Volos. But what if I wanted to play a Hegemon? Well, now you got to buy Feywild. Now all you have to do
This
is
is
just
good.
buy Mordenkainen's.
This is really,
because
really good.
Mordenkainen's updated now is everything.
They did star spawns. Oh my god, they made more star spawns.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
they did a whole bunch of updates.
Oh my god, I love the star spawn. These are like
Good artwork on
new.
that
What
one.
the fuck? Are they new? Am I stupid?
I mean, if they're not new, they're
just from something.
They're accumulation of a lot of the different books. in
Swarm
one
of
spot.
rot grubs? What the fuck? I've never seen this. This is so cool. Oh, good. They got
And this
the
comes
good art.
out tomorrow?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It'll be out by the time this episode's out for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
They have. This is also their second time they're doing foiling. So if you buy the standard edition, this is the like variant art edition or whatever. The other ones are just the same book coverage, but they're foiled.
That's such a cool cover right there. Look at
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
The last time they did that, because this holiday season they did all the core books but
Yeah.
foiled, so it matches that.
Dude,
this has
look
all
at this
updated stuff.
changeling.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that changeling. That is
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. The
Wow,
Yonti,
the deep gnome art. This is like a
ju-
pretty
just-
substantial
just
update.
Look at the Dargar. Once you get they did the Furbolds dirty by not updating the art.
Oh yeah.
The
Furbolgs need
Yonti
better.
look real good in that.
The Gith too. Wow. The Goliaths. That's just Magic the Gathering.
Yeah. I think they're starting to meld and just start using.
Oh, they have the
art.
Heron gun in here too.
Very
And
neat.
Kenku Kobold. This is cool. This looks like the player's handbook. Like the picture and then the thing down here. Like in Volos, it was just like a text, like a sub bar
Yeah,
text.
yeah.
This just looks. This is a whole
Yeah.
page. They have that's a cool Minotaur. That's a very less.
Yeah,
That's more cow person than
Yeah, absolutely,
than
yeah.
the old Minotaur art. A satyr too.
Orc Rune Knight in this book is beautiful.
Oh,
Hello.
look at the Shadow Kai.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Oh,
The
The,
Shadow
the
Kai looks
orcs look real good in
awesome.
that too. Yeah. The
Sorry, audio listeners. I'm just flipping through this book right now, and I'm liking all the new art. So, the Shifter looks pretty cool too.
yeah, very cool.
Tabaxi, Triton, oh, new turtle art. That's awesome. Dang,
Which
and
I actually
Yuan-Ti.
think that's a
Wow.
big deal because I don't think turtles are actually in books.
No, I don't think
Turtles
they are.
only
Oh,
D&D
yeah,
Beyond
wow.
supplements. That's
Yeah.
the first time it's in a book.
No, they're in Tomb.
Tomb
No, like-
they came out as a supplement
Yeah,
after Tomb
they're-
came out.
What? Okay, cool.
When
had to-
Tomb came out, the first week it released, D&D Beyond released its first like supplement thing. You buy
Yeah,
for like $9.
This is
I
awesome.
didn't realize I didn't make that thing till just now.
This is amazing.
Also, I was going to say is that book also has it alphabetized, but no longer by demons, and then listing the demons.
Oh, cool.
So
I noticed that. Yeah, I just found Titivolus on his
yeah,
own.
so you'll find Demogorgon in the D,
And then they
you'll
are
find-
doing, but this is kind of weird though, because they are doing a new monster book in a few months, right?
No, that is
Found
one.
him.
That's the book I think you're holding.
So this is the book that this is Monsters of the Multiverse.
I think so. To be honest, it's a little vague on what it is because what I remember is that book is the updated version of Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. Now the Monsters of the Multiverse, but this does not come out as official release
That's the
until
magic art. That's really
yeah
cool.
the Bard until March. Because people were upset, like, so do we each have to buy this updated version in this giant, like, because it's expensive, this 3-box set, and they said no, it's going to come out separately on its own, but you have to get it later.
That's cool that they merged the magic art with the black guard there. That is
Oh, yeah.
really.
Yeah, the
I like
Foe
that
Sworn.
they did that. That is really cool. Yeah, there he is. There's Grotz. There he is. Bone Claw. Nice.
Very cool.
So okay, so
This is
the new
update-
book that's coming out is just this, which is weird because
I
this
think
is
so.
on D&D Beyond, and it says coming soon.
Yeah, I have no doubt the digital version is, and I have no doubt that these versions are going to exist. I don't even know if they slotted this to come out in March as like an official release, or they did so because people were upset that this is how it was coming out. I don't know. I just know that I think this is.
I was gonna say that is kind of dumb if they just decide to make this giant pack of like, here's everything that you need,
And then not have official
but then make a new book and be like, oh, also here's another monster book.
It also could be a chance to like let people who sell the books sell all out of all their Mordenkainens and not order anymore.
Yeah.
Because this book's going to completely
Dude,
replace all the Mordenkainens
Look
and
at
stuff like
look
that.
at this. Look at this. The drow stuff. There's like this arachnomancer.
I can't see that. Oh.
Yeah. These guys, the house captain, the favored consort, the inquisitor. The inquisitor, I think, was in.
There's alignment things that can just completely remove all alignment to certain things, allowing
This
you to
says
have
any
variant-
alignment.
Yeah, any alignment or typically something. They've completely reformed how DMs now deal with spellcasters. They no longer have to track spell slots for creatures. They just have a certain amount of times a creature can cast a
Says
spell of a
recharge.
certain level per day.
There's also some that have recharge.
Yeah, so there's a lot of like this is just the updated stat blocks.
That
of
is
a bunch of stuff.
amazing. Yeah.
I love,
Wow.
I love that they show how Xanathar carries his fish.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, I love the white covers too. They're beautiful.
The DM screen with all of the the baddies on it.
Whoa!
It's such a
Has an
beautiful-
elder brain on it?
Yeah, beautiful fucking little thing. The inside is just a standard, but it
at
looks
that.
so clean. That's really good on camera too.
Oh, on the inside too, it has Tasha and everything.
Oh, look at her.
Look, she's on the inside part.
Inside
Oh my
part.
gosh, this is
No, it's
so
very,
cool.
very pretty.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
very pretty.
Oh fuck, this is awesome. This is so cool. I love that they did this. This is great. Yeah, I mean 3.5 was literally just updates of like 2 lines of text.
Yeah.
So this is definitely like a 5.5.
I don't think D&D is calling it 5.5 because they've actually stopped calling fifth.
What are they calling it?
Well, nothing. They just call it Dungeons and Dragons now, which I think is probably the wisest thing. I think everything should call it just like PlayStation
That's good.
and like Xbox
That's good.
and Dungeons and Dragons.
Because that means they found a definitive edition that they're happy with.
Yeah, and well, I think it also it matches with the time we have now that we can make erratas, we can make edits in live, and then we can make these massive updates every 10 years and go, here's the new book that we've just changed
That's
slightly.
good. I like that they're moving away from calling it editions.
Because
and
I
they're
think
just
even
calling
on like
it-
the announcement thing, they were like, people were saying, oh, 5.5, and they're like, it's not. Because they don't want to like brand it that way. Because
They want it to just be Dungeons and
when
Dragons.
this came out, it was D&D Next, and then they adopted D&D 5th edition, and now they just stopped calling it 5
Yeah.
completely. So,
Well, I like that.
to be honest, I think I agree. I've heard very little. I've heard almost zero complaints about the updates.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
I think that they, for the most part, they're listening.
And
They-
what company would prevent you from buying 4 more products? They're like, we're going to condense it all into one. You have to buy additional products, sure, but once
It's moving away
once
from
that,
how
you
they
have to
did
do
it in
that.
4th edition, where like in 4th edition it was like these millions of books you had to have in order to play.
Well, that's the thing they talked about in that stream, is that they didn't want to do a advanced like DM's guide.
Yeah.
They just wanted to update the DM's guide.
Well, are they? Do you think they are going to update the DM's guide?
I think they said as much. I think they
Thank
said. I
fucking
think they
God.
said in 2024 that they gave up like a heads up, like in the next 2 years, starting with this, we're going to start updating things. So
I hope they
anticipate-
re-release the main 3, and
Yeah.
they do this,
Well,
and they do a re-release.
Yeah, they've said in 2024, all 3 are getting re-released as a new thing, and then the old ones are going to be completely cycled out.
Good.
But they give people enough heads up to go, this is coming. Here's some stuff.
They have so much
because I
more
wanna hear
context.
about
They
it.
have so much more that they can do now that they know what the system is. Because
Yeah.
they were making the 5e DM's guide with only 4th edition as the D&D
Yeah,
that was out at
yeah,
the time.
yeah.
So like if you think about it in that sense, it's like holy fuck that DM's guide needs an update.
I'll also say the player.
There's
base
some
is
really
completely-
outdated shit in there that it's just like,
Yeah.
what am I gonna do with this? Like there's
I mean,
a lot of
now
weird
it feels
shit.
better to not like I've always kind of said this, like you could buy Monster Manual or you could buy Mordenkainen's and then don't buy Monster Manual and use D&D Beyond because some of the other shit's not very useful anymore. It's not really what you need.
Not really. Not really. No. I like the DM's guide. I think there's some cool stuff in there, but like, man, they could really stand to update some weird parts. Like, I kind of wish there was more about using variant rules and using like different ways to play your games and ways that you can involve your players than having like an entire section dedicated to the planes.
Yeah,
like,
to be honest, I
and the
almost-
planes section isn't even that good. It's just like 2 paragraphs of text that just explain what it is, and it's like, who's doing like Mount Celestia themed games? Like,
Yeah,
why dedicate that much page space to this?
I haven't had a chance to really look at all the books, but I wonder if Tasha's is that because the original Tasha's when it came out, they were kind of like, I don't want to say tiptoeing because they knew they were doing this because they would work out years in advance, but they were saying, hey, try lineages, try these variant ways. These are variant rules. And I wonder if this new version of Tasha's, because all 3 are updated, that Tasha's goes, here's an entirely new way to do it. Commit to this or go play it in PHP. But it seems like this is what we're getting. And they're committing to this new way.
Good. That's good. I like it. It's very neat. It's very fun. And also the books look really cool.
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah. What were we talking about before this?
Least favorite races off of the genre drawer.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you looking up? You were going to look up something.
Don't remember.
Don't remember.
It's gone, guys. Sorry.
Yeah,
They're screaming at us.
we pulled up Mordenkainen's to look at a race in there somewhere, and I don't even remember. What
Yep,
it was.
it's gone. You want to whip out another genre jar thingy?
Yeah, I found one.
All right, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh.
I hated that. Top 3 times you've lost your keys.
Oh God.
See, I wish I could remember that because I would need to remember when I lost my keys. But wait,
Today, when we were leaving the post office, when we finally finished our
Okay.
dilemma.
Okay, so the Tesla, which is the car that we have, is you can open it with your phone.
Yes.
And it also comes with a fob and it comes with a card. So you can have like a card in your wallet that opens your. There's like 3 different ways you can have the key to the door open up. And when you walk near it, the door handle slides into the door, and then when you get near it, it slides out so you can open it. And that's like how it locks, which is pretty cool. When we got near the car, I didn't have my phone in my pocket. I left it in my pocket. I was like, wait, I have nothing in my pockets. Do you have your phone? And you were like, yep. And you opened it. And I was like, I just realized if we don't have our phones on us and we leave them in the car, we can't get in our car.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a weird
I also
thing.
had my wallet with my key card in it.
Yeah, I had the
so-
key card in it, so we were
yeah.
fine. But, yeah, it was a little goofy.
There was also one time, like,
And if you're wondering, like, how did it lock? It auto locks when you walk away
you
from
walk
it.
from it.
Yeah. Or if it's in park for more than, well, it knows if you're not in the car. So if there's nobody in the car, it'll auto lock after like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There was a time like a month and a half ago where like someone knocked on our door and you like went and checked it and it was like the mailman.
Oh.
And he was like,
it was not the mailman. It was
like,
our neighbor.
It was our neighbor, and he was like, "Hey, are you mailbox blah blah blah?" And you were like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Yeah, you left your keys in the mailbox."
Oh no, he didn't hand them to me. He just
Oh.
told me. He was like,
Oh, yeah.
"Your keys are in the mailbox." And I was like, "Okay, thanks." And I just walked over, and he was like, "Hey, I like your car, by the way." And I was like, "Thanks, dude." And then I went over, my keys were just in the fucking
Yeah.
mailbox. I was like, "Oops."
Yeah.
This is why our mailbox got broken into.
No.
It was me.
No.
It was me.
They didn't take our key though.
It was. I have the master key.
No, you have.
I have the master key.
Wait, you're the menace that's been breaking into everyone's
No,
locks?
no.
That is a
On-
federal.
on our street?
I,
That's a federal crime.
look,
Oh,
put your hands up.
Up.
You didn't hear nothing, all right?
I didn't.
I need you to.
I
I need
didn't-
you to. Craig,
I see.
Yeah.
Or
Craig,
here,
I don't have any other
wait,
weapons.
Craig, if you cut this bit out, could I live? If Craig cuts this bit out,
Yeah.
do I get to live?
Cut it out.
Craig
wait,
said I can live.
I'll throw this.
Oh, Craig?
up.
Ah,
Oh, that's the worst to it.
You see this?
yeah, sir,
Right to the fan.
I already said that I wouldn't tell anyone.
You guys are gonna let me walk away now,
Yeah,
all right?
man of my
Yeah,
word.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Go
get
ahead.
You
up.
understand?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
We have an understanding here?
My life's
Yeah.
not with the mail.
You guys value your lives?
I think Craig said he does not, but he doesn't
No,
care
yeah,
that
you
much.
to be honest, whatever. Oh, it's a new thing.
It's a. Oh,
I'm just gonna walk away.
yeah, you're out. You're off screen. You're off screen. They
Walk away.